This is Courses You Need to Play. My name is Cameron.
And my name is Noah, and this is the first video in our Stay and Play series. So today we're going to be covering one of our favorite spots of the year, and it's in northern Michigan in a city called Traverse City, and it's called the Grand Traverse Resort and Spa.
This place was not on our radar to begin with. We actually stumbled upon it on social media, and we were like, oh my gosh, this place looks incredible. So we had to go out there. First of all, Grand Traverse, not a big city. Right on the bay, it's a little small city. And there's a tiny airport that you can fly into. It's called Traverse City Airport. That literally has a 10-minute shuttle ride straight to the resort. We were a little bit late on booking flights and we had to fly into Grand Rapids. It's about a 2-hour drive. Either way, those are the two airports that are closest by. First of all, there's 3 courses there, right? So there's the Spruce Run course, there's Wolverine, and then there's the Bear. The first day we played Spruce Run, it's the resort's first course originally, and it used to be a 9-hole course, and they later expanded it to an 18-hole course. Honestly, it was not an easy warm-up course.
No, it was super narrow, and right off the bat, starting on hole 3 to hole 5, you have the toughest stretch of consecutive par 4s in the state of Michigan. And it's narrow. I remember playing that third hole. It was like an S shape. So you hit it straight, and then you thought it was going to be a dogleg right, and then it went back left.
And they call that stretch of holes the gauntlet, by the way. So just keep that in mind. I feel like the course was in great shape. We went in April, and so it was the beginning of the season, and we were very surprised at the conditions there in northern Michigan.
Yeah, end of April, beginning of May. Yeah, I can't imagine what it's in now. July, August. Like if it was an amazing then, I can't imagine what it is now. So Spruce Run was a lot of fun though. It was really tricky fun. It was narrow. Second course we played, it's neighbor course. It's called the Wolverine, and that's where it opened up a little bit more.
Yeah, so we actually played Spruce Run in the morning, and then we played Wolverine in that afternoon. Yeah, the Wolverine, it definitely has more open fairways. It was a little bit more scoreable, and it's one of the easier courses on property. Still didn't help Noah's game, but
good one.
You know.
But yeah, still just as beautiful too. All of these courses were beautiful, but they have the cherry orchards on the Wolverine that covers a few holes, and there's a couple weeks in the year where they actually blossom, and so it just looks like a field of white as you're playing a few holes there.
That course is actually designed by Gary Player as well. So that same day, after we played both courses, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, we actually had a steak dinner at the top of the tower on site at the Airy Lounge. It was incredible. It was amazing views of the bay from the top of the tower there, and just an amazing dinner all around.
After you know us, we can't end the night without a little trip to the casino.
So lucky us, there was a casino 5 minutes down the road, and I swear this was probably the best casino we have ever been to because a few things. First, we're not smokers, and honestly, I hate going to the casino and smelling like smoke afterwards. It's a non-smoking casino, number 1.
Yep.
Number 2, just 5 minutes away. Number 3, it had some of the best craps odds and the lowest table minimums we have ever seen.
Yeah, so we didn't have to throw down $25 like we were regulars at the Bellagio in Vegas. So it was nice being a little bit more conservative, playing those $5 odds, and it made for a fun and long night. And though we lost all of our money, it didn't feel like we didn't get our money's worth. So
no, it was a good time. So we stayed for the weekend, right? The next day was Sunday, and we played the next course called the Bear. This is obviously, from the name, you can tell that it's a Jack Nicklaus design, and it was the hardest course of the 3. It was because there's a lot of risk and reward shots. You could either go for it and you could get that reward, or you could be totally screwed and just ruin your round, honestly.
It has that kind of reputation too. So when we got on property, we asked all the workers, everybody there was playing that day, we're like, hey, what's your favorite course here? And everybody said, they're all great, but you really got to be careful on the Bear.
I feel like what made it a hard course was the longer par 4s. There was, I don't know if you call them hummocks, but they've got those rolling, like thick, rough
sand bunkers,
hills. Yeah, and like thick, just mounds, right? So they had some of those on a few holes, but then there was this one hole, I want to say it was hole number 5, but it's this really long par 4. You have to lay up to go over water, and then the green is just tucked back in between rough and those hummocks and water on one side. It's just a really small green, and it was just an unbelievably hard hole, but it was super picturesque and super fun to play as well.
But overall, experience at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, 10 out of 10. had the blast of a weekend. It was unforgettable. Not only is it a great spot for a boys trip like we did, but it's a great family trip. They have a couple of pools. They've got the spa. They have special access to the Bay Beach there. They just have endless things, pickleball, an arcade, a great shopping center on the main floor. Just tons of stuff to do there. A great trip for any kind of experience you're looking for.
I mean, Michigan's known for great golf, and I think Grand Traverse Resort has to be at the top of your list if you're looking for a Michigan golf trip. We're going to be posting a lot more videos on some stay-and-play packages that we think are must-play stay-and-plays, I guess you can call them, right? Must-play stay-and-plays.
I like that.
And so be sure to follow along, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and we'll see you on the next one.